Today we'll be revisiting Left 4 Dead 2. I know a lot of people nowadays play Left 4 Dead 2 on PC, so then they have access to the mods, and just because like the gameplay is a bit better there. However, for me, I'm making this video for nostalgia purposes, so with that being said, I'm playing it via backwards compatibility on Xbox One. I mean, if I wanted the truly nostalgic experience, I would plug in like my Xbox 360 into my capture card. However, if I'm gonna be honest, my Xbox One was already plugged in, and I couldn't be bothered to like redo all the plugs and plug my Xbox 360 into the capture card. I was like, you know what? Left 4 Dead is already installed on my Xbox One. It's backwards compatible. I might as well. Oh man, just seeing this startup cutscene, it is hitting me with so much nostalgia right now. Oh my gosh. The amount of memories I have playing this game, like, it can't even be described. Back in the day, I specifically played the Xbox 360 version, and to this day, whenever I have an itching to play this game or whenever I want to revisit it, I play it on the Xbox 360. That's just how I am. I like playing games on console. Considering the fact that I upload videos daily, you know, I spend so much time sitting at my PC hunched over it as is, so you know, when I want to play my video games, I don't want to play them in the spot that I'm already like doing all my workout for the day. I just personally don't find PC gaming to be very comfortable, and plus there's something about the feeling of like turning on your console, kicking back on the couch, and like, I don't know, I love consoles. Anyways, yeah, here we are in Left 4 Dead 2. I mean, I really don't know what else to say about it. This game is absolutely legendary. Like, if you don't know what Left 4 Dead 2 is, then I mean, first off, where have you been? Do you live under a rock? It's unfortunate that Back 4 Blood kind of turned out the way that it did, and the fact that the game is literally dead now. Because, like, personally, I don't hate Back 4 Blood. Like, actually, I genuinely enjoy Back 4 Blood. That being said, yeah, if I have to choose between playing Left 4 Dead 1 or 2 or Back 4 Blood, I'm gonna get on Left 4 Dead 2. Like, yes, Back 4 Blood is a nice modern rendition of Left 4 Dead. It's a great game. I had a lot of fun with it. That being said, yeah, Left 4 Dead 2 is just a classic, man. I think one of my favorite aspects about Left 4 Dead 2 is that, like, you don't even need to get Left 4 Dead 1 if you have Left 4 Dead 2, because all of Left 4 Dead 1 is inside of Left 4 Dead 2. And, like, sure, Left 4 Dead 1 feels a little different, and I do mean a little different. There was like a few differences here and there with like the engine and the way that some of the guns feel, but basically for the most part, Left 4 Dead 2 is just a new and improved version of Left 4 Dead 1 with more content. I genuinely enjoy a lot of like the Left 4 Dead clone games out there as well. Like World War Z was a lot of fun. I remember when that game first launched, I played the crap out of it. I just really love how the game allows you to like turn your brain off. You know, there's simple objectives, but it's not so simple to the fact of where it's like mind-numbing or boring to play. Like, they managed to strike the perfect balance of it being like really simple yet still in-depth enough for you to be able to enjoy the experience and never get truthfully bored of it. So I tell you what, this game easily could have became like, you know, just like one of those games where you mash a bunch of buttons and it gets boring after a round or two, but nah, man. I have a bit of an addiction problem every time that I play Left 4 Dead 2. I end up getting on the game. Usually, actually, within the last couple years, anytime I played Left 4 Dead 2, it's simply been to make a video on it, but then I end up playing it for like 3 days after that video, just nothing but Left 4 Dead 2, because I can't help myself. The gameplay is that satisfying and that addicting. Another game similar to this that I absolutely love, and I made videos on it literally years ago at this point, was Killing Floor 2. I never got around to playing Killing Floor 1, but I can say that I put many hours into Killing Floor 2. It's honestly kind of disgusting how many hours I put into that game. It's probably in the hundreds. In fact, I know for a fact that it's in the hundreds. I can't even tell you how many hours I put into that game. If I ever end up re-downloading the game, I might make some videos on it if you guys would be interested in that. That game is essentially like a blend of like almost CSGO, I want to say, with Left 4 Dead, because like obviously, you know, you play the gameplay the same way that you would in Left 4 Dead. You know, you have some simple objectives, you shoot a bunch of zombies, but then like in between the rounds and objectives, you have like these shops you can go to, you can buy new weapons, buy new upgrades. It's really satisfying and it's really addicting. Originally, I was going to try to look for some randos to play this with, but honestly, anytime that I've tried to play Left 4 Dead with randoms, it doesn't go good, so I'd rather trust the AI. Man, I hate whenever this game just lays out a bunch of guns on a table and forces you to choose. It's so hard for me to choose, man. I love all the guns in this game. I think I'll go with the shotgun. This is one of my favorite shotguns in gaming in here. Let's just take a minute to appreciate it. It's so, like, it's such a clean shotgun. It's so good. Between the sound design and the feedback when he shoot it, it's just, oh man, it's up there. Definitely doesn't beat the trench gun in World of War Zombies, but it's definitely up there. I've always wanted to at least try playing it. Like, I've played this game on PC before, but it was only to play, like, the base game content, but I know there's, like, a huge modding community and, like, custom map community for this game, so, like, one day I do want to try, like, actually downloading some of those things on PC, because, again, like, I played the game on PC, especially when I had gotten my new PC PC a couple of years ago, which I guess it's not really new. It wasn't even new when I first got it. At first, when I was looking at the specs for it, I thought it was new, or at the very least recent enough to, you know, be sustainable. But here we are, not even 2 years after I got the PC, and I realized now when I was looking at the listing, I misread what the CPU was. Because you see, the GPU for the PC I knew wasn't that great. It was like an RX 550. I was like, all right, you know what, whatever. That'll run some games, but you know, I won't be expecting anything more than 30 FPS, which honestly for me, I've talked about this before, but I grew up with like PS1 and PS2 games, so I could play a game at 15 FPS and I wouldn't complain. And originally, I misread the CPU as being like a newer gen of the i5. Like, I misread it as being like, you know, like a 9th gen or something like that. I was like, oh, well, at least the CPU is good. I'll be able to do my editing. No, I misread it. It was actually a i5 3470. And if you don't know anything about that, that's a CPU from like 2012. So yeah, my PC was outdated from the time that I bought it. I had to do a bunch of PC upgrades a couple of months ago because things inside of my PC just stopped working. Between replacing the CPU socket, getting a newer CPU, upgrading the GPU, I did a whole bunch of upgrades across the board. So thankfully it works a bit better for me now than it did before. But anyway, back to what I was saying before. When I had first gotten my PC, I went through and tested a bunch of games on it, and I gotta say, the PC actually runs games really well. Like, it ran Black Ops 3 at 60 FPS, it ran GTA 5 at like over 60 FPS, and then Left 4 Dead 2 it ran at like a smooth 60, and you know, I know those are older games, so that probably doesn't sound that impressive, but for me personally, I mean, those are like the only games that I would really be playing on PC anyways. When it comes to like graphically intensive, long immersive single player experiences, I play those on console. The only things that I play on PC are just, like, more laid back games like GTA 5 Online or like Black Ops 3 Custom Zombies, so that's really all that I would need on a PC anyway. I know I was hyping up the pump shotgun a bit ago, but man, this combat shotgun, oh, you know, I think this one even beats out that pump. I love pump shotguns just because like that rack back is so satisfying, but man, this combat shotgun just feels and is absolutely deadly. Once again, they gave me a literal wall full of guns to choose from. Yeah, I'll go with an AK-47. Did y'all hear about CSGO 2 or CSGO on the news source engine? I'm not exactly sure what it is. I don't know if it's an Overwatch situation where it's literally just like a revamp of the first game or if it's like an actual new sequel. I never got hardcore into CSGO and PC, but well, I did on Xbox 360, which it's a very different game compared to the PC version, to say the very least. That being said, I had a lot of fun with CSGO back in the day, so I might dive into CSGO 2 when it comes out. It just makes me happy to know that Valve is actually still making games. They have a really bad habit of starting up some really successful and famous franchises and then dropping them after the second game. No Half-Life 3, no Left 4 Dead 3. After CSGO, there probably won't be a CSGO 3. I'm saying it right now, if Valve ever announces Portal 3, I will get my reaction on camera because I promise I will be crying and screaming like a little girl. Wheatley is one of my favorite video game characters of all time, period. I won't spoil anything in this video just in case you guys haven't played Portal 2 before, but I'm gonna just say there's something about Wheatley's personality, man, at least for the first half of the game. I love it. Normally, I hate screen shake in video games. Like, it tends to just be really obnoxious, but the way that Left 4 Dead 2 does it, like, the way it, like, bounces every time that a bullet comes out of your gun, it actually adds to the game. Every time you shoot your gun, it's just here's your delivery of Coca-Cola, sir. Oh, wait, I gotta deliver it through his little mailbox. Man, oh my gosh, does that ever ring true today? Just a couple of years ago, I never would have thought that we would be at a point of where people don't even like going to grocery stores anymore, and we get all our groceries delivered to our door or put in our mailbox. Welcome to a post-2020 world, though, am I right? Oh, the jockey's on my back. Oh my god, dude, I hate the enemies in this game sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I love the enemy variety, but every time that I either get tongued up by one of those tonguey things, I get blown up by a bloater, or a jockey drives me into a freaking horde of zombies, it annoys me just a little bit. I'll admit, that's entirely my fault, though. I get all sucked up into just spraying into the hordes of zombies that I forget to, like, watch my surroundings. Actually, you know, I got jockeys jumping on my head and bloaters blowing me up. I'm simple man. I point gun and I shoot, and if I end up getting hurt, I'll deal with that when the time comes. Speaking of bloaters, God. I was just trying to say hello, and then he blew his breakfast all over me. I'm pretty sure I'm going backwards at this point. If I'm gonna be honest, it's been a while since I played this level. I'm just trying to find my way through here. Alright, so we came through the gun store, and then we gave dude his Pepsi. Maybe I'm supposed to go over this way? Hello? Is this the right way? I am honestly lost right now. Maybe I'm oh, I think I'm supposed to go, yeah, I'm supposed to go over this way. I have a bad habit of getting lost in my commentary and then, like, losing focus on the game and just completely forgetting whatever I was supposed to be doing. There we go, I'm pretty sure, yes, we finally made it to the safe room. Everybody, Nick, Rochelle, Ellis, everybody get in here. That being said, I've been playing for a little while, so I think that's where we're gonna call it. It's safe to say, Left 4 Dead 2 is aged like a fine wine. But anyway, now I definitely want to hear from you guys. You guys have any nostalgia for this game? Do you guys love this game as much as I do? Do you hope that we get a actual like Left 4 Dead 3 one day? Whatever it is, whatever you're thinking, I'd definitely love to hear from you guys. But anyway, as always, a shout out to the patrons and channel members. Thank you to all my patrons and members in the $1 tier, and an even bigger thank you to the members in the $5 tier, Big Daddy Matty and Melolasking, and the biggest thank you of all to my G tier patrons and channel members, Lil Cheese Girl and Ryan Revengeance. Thank you guys so much. You guys are literal legends. I love you. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.